talking about Asia, when I was a kid, the first thing I learned about Asia, China, and everything, I learned it from the Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan movie, how it looks, how it sounds, everything. Do you feel that Kung Fu Panda is doing the same thing to the kids today?
I suppose in some way, I think especially, maybe even more so in that we get this chance now with all this new technology and all these great artists to really show not just the Kung Fu, but the beauty of China. Because it's so beautiful, I think, the animation and how much they've captured it and spent time in detail.
You? Same?
Yeah, I think it's turning on a whole new generation of kids onto not only the coolness of Kung Fu, which is awesome, but also, you know, the spiritual side behind the Kung Fu, the inner peace and the, you know, some of the cool cultural things behind it.
And the thing is that they kind of respect the landscape. They kind of are very careful about the culture. Of course, it's talking kung fu animals, but they kind of respect it a lot. Are you sensitive to that? Is it also why you wanted to come back and be in the franchise of Kung Fu Panda?
I do think that there's something quite beautiful about the Kung Fu Panda series. They're very funny and they're very wild and they're cool, but they also have they do have nice messages and they do have nice, there's something, they're the kind of things you want your children to love and see. You know, they don't have that other thing that seems a little too hip where it gets, you know, some bad behavior or something about it that you think, oh, I don't want the kids to pick up on that. It has all that nice stuff that you want your children to absorb.
In the movie, from what we saw this morning, she's kind of kicking your ass.
Yeah.
So it's true to life.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's better in Kung Fu than you are.
Yes, in life as
we're in head-to-head competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you training and stuff like that?
We are.
We're talking about that, how Shifu was my main teacher in the first one, and this time Tigress does a lot more teaching than she did the first time. She's teaching him the way of the warrior.
If I tell my kids that I met Angelina and Jack, they go, but if I tell them I met Tigress and Poe, they're going to be like, ah! Is it the same at home?
They do love Tiger. Yeah, from my kids, then they knew I was meeting Jack today, and I'm sure it's School of Rock they love, but they do know him as Poe. Yeah.
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 My kids don't really understand the concept that their dad is the voice of Kung Fu Panda. Poe is a different entity.
They just think it's weird that he sounds like you?
They don't know. Yeah, well, no, they get sometimes when they hear him, they go, something strange about Poe. Sounds familiar, but they don't put two and two together yet.
Oh, so you haven't done where Mommy's like, listen, it's Mommy. just jump right in there.
No, maybe they'll be ready this time, though.
And what do they say when they realize it's you?
Well, they're all different ages. My 2-year-olds, we have kids the same age. The littlest ones do just, I don't know what they're thinking, as you never do. But the older ones think it's really cool, especially my girls, because I think it's nice to have a real tough female character in an animated movie. So.
It's fun to see some people so happy to come back to a franchise. Is it real? Is it like you seem very happy to come back to Kung Fu Panda? Is it you want to be in the franchise on the long term?
Yeah, it's great. They're great movies. You can so rarely say that when you make a movie. You see movies you make and you go, oh, it turned out okay.
Yeah.
But
I feel about it the way I feel about great TV shows. You know, I'd be really disappointed if my favorite TV show didn't come back for a second season. And as long as it's cooking and it's really entertaining, keep it going, I say.